Salutations, I'm Dr. Jesse Patrick Turner. I'm a professor of literacy, early childhood, and elementary education at Central Connecticut State University, and I'm speaking to you today from one of my favorite shady spots right outside Marcus White Hall and Davison behind me. It's a beautiful campus and a beautiful day. In case you're wondering why I've got my big orange vest on, my fluorescent green sneakers, my mighty walking stick, it's because I'm Dr. Turner, but I'm AKA the Walking Man, and I'm walking from Connecticut to DC as a campaign to protest high-stakes testing, the Common Core, the privatization of our schools, and I'm doing all of that. It's a campaign for justice, not just tests. And if you'd like to find out about my walk, all you need to do is go to Facebook, look up Children Are More Than a Test Score, and you'll find out there's an events page that tells you all about my walk. There's other things there too, because that page is dedicated to the concept that children are more than test scores. And it's a page where parents and teachers and students contribute all the time. Very active page. You can also follow my blog for the walk, which is Children Are More Than Test Scores, blog.com. And on there every day I dedicate my walk to some incredible citizen, some parent, some teacher, some educator, some activists around the work that they're doing as I meet people each day.
Now, what got you motivated to want to walk 400 miles from Connecticut to Washington, D.C.?
The reason for the walk is I follow 4 steps of a civil disobedience campaign. So like Henry David Thoreau, like Dr. Martin Luther King, there are these steps that you follow. One is you gather the facts. I have gathered the facts on No Child Left Behind and Race to the Top. And there are 3 important major impact studies that are the Reading First Impact Study, 2008. There's the 2009 Supplemental Reading Program Study. For 5th grade, there's the 2010 Supplemental Reading Program for grade 6. Now these studies, what happens is in any research project, what you have is you have the experimental group. That's the one you give the medicine to that you are certain is going to help them. And there's a control group. That's the one you feel sorry for, you don't do anything for. Those 3 studies spent billions of dollars, 10 years of our time, dominated our schools, and at the end of those studies, each of them, billions were spent. The data that came back showed that the experimental groups, the reforms that the government was pushing, absolutely failed. Not only failed, students lost comprehension. And guess what? Remember the control group, the one that I said you're supposed to feel sorry for? They're the only ones that showed any growth. So at this point, I've been fighting, I've been asking to hold people accountable in Washington, all across this country, for continuously pushing failed experimental programs where the data indicates they are complete failure. If this was a medicine, what would have happened is everyone would have died in their study. So of course I have to walk. So I've gathered those facts.